Yeah, it's a true song, aka Blackout. It's a true song on Twitter, aka Blackout. You see my sign that I was standing outside um, on Washington Street with. This is my sign. This is what I did today. This is the other one. This is what I'm gonna be standing around doing today. I'm gonna go around 12 o'clock since I don't have. I don't feel like it. But listen, this is why I'm making this video. This video is about the Second Amendment, the right for you to bear arms. Let me put my side back up. This book is about the Second Amendment, the right for you to bear arms, right? This is how the Second Amendment started, and this is the truth. Everybody else gonna tell you a bunch of lies, this and that, right? Well, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it 100. You feel me? Now, this is how the Second Amendment started. Back in the days when my great-grandmother was living, they lived, her mother, which is like, that's like 200, you're talking like 200 and some years ago, because I know my great-grandmother, like I already said. So you're talking like 200 years ago. 200, yeah, about 200 years ago, all my family was living off the coast. And when the Europeans came, we black, we not Indians. That's the name Christopher Columbus. Let's get that straight first. That's the name Christopher Columbus gave us. We not Indians, we blacks. Everybody here was black, all right? It was 110 million Aborigines, black people here. Darker skinned people. I don't like calling people a color. I want to say darker skinned people were here. So then you got the Europeans who came here, right? They start killing them all off and taking the land. That's where you get the NRA come in at. Because the Europeans said that every lighter person, which is, I'm gonna say it, which is a whiter person, every lighter person has the right to bear arms. And they made each man have a gun. You could not live here if you didn't, you had to take a gun. And you had to kill for the land. If you wanted land, you had to kill off the people that were there on the land. And then you can claim the land as your own. This is how the Second Amendment started. This is why Trump is at the NRA. Because Trump wants every whiter person, lighter person, to have a gun. Because just like back then, it's like right now. This is a German Nazi elimination. It's a German Nazi Holocaust on the Aborigine people, which they say that the Jews was the first Holocaust, but the Jews wasn't the first Holocaust. The first Holocaust is when the Europeans got to America and started killing off all the people. And actually it was 110 Aborigines and it was only 10 million left. So that means they killed off 90 million blacks, Aborigines. So if you think killing them Germans, 6 million of them was something, they killed off 90 million Aborigines. And you think they won't do it again? Think again. You think they won't kill again? Think again. Matter of fact, they trying to set up all over the world. They setting up in all darker skinned people's countries so they can get a good layout of the country, so they can take it and kill all of the people. I didn't make this right here, 30,000 guillotines for America for nothing. Because that's what they planning on doing. You can chop off 60,000 heads a minute. It only take 30 seconds to put somebody on that guillotine, chop their head off. So you can kill 60,000 people every minute. And they're going to have the doctors on standby to sew the body up, to keep the body parts. Use what they want and then discard you. That's the real truth about the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment was for the whiter people, the lighter skinned people, to kill the darker skinned people and take the land. That's all the Second Amendment was for. And they made sure that each white lighter man had a rifle to kill with, so he can keep hold of the land. And by the way, if you take land from somebody by force, then that land is invalid. That deed is invalid. You cannot own stolen property. Just like the pawn shop can't own stolen property. If you take something to the pawn shop and the police come in there and find out that it's stolen, the pawn shop got to get that back, because they cannot sell or own stolen property. It's the Truth Serum on Twitter, aka Blackout.